Really quick intro. Kev and I had the good fortune to record a video with the Ghost Trail series this week. We went around Great Barr Hall and showed them all the different things that we've discovered and all the history that Kev's discovered, and it was brilliant. I'll put a link to their channel in the description. That way, or that way, or maybe it's there. The Ghost Trail series are Caspian Faye and Joe Hart. They've got an absolutely fantastic channel. I recommend it. Please, if you're into paranormal or urban exploring, please subscribe to their channel. And if you're new to mine, please subscribe to my channel. The other thing I wanted to say is Marie got me a GoPro Hero 8 for my birthday, and I cannot believe the quality of the images and the stabilization. I'm not using a gimbal for any of this.
You pronounced that wrong.
Oh, yeah, Mrs. Brown, you sang it. But yeah, like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna film it all ad hoc and.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. And then.
Me and Toby will be able to feed off one another anyway, because I'm sure there'll be parts of stories that I'm missing and vice versa. You know, to sort of jump in and be like, oh, and don't forget this bit.
Yeah. So cool.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It won't really be in any kind of chronological order for what you'd want it, but through the magical powers of editing, I'm sure you can make it make some semblance.
I can.
I love your editing.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, me and Marie watched the Winston Churchill one last night, and she was like, oh my god, I can't believe it is like TV. It's brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Have you worked in TV or anything?
Well, we're both actors. But my fiance is an editor. So he always gives me tips, but I've just, you know, like you do it as you go along, you learn, and you know.
Yeah, so, me too, yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy the editing side of it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't do any of the editing at all. It's all Joe, and it's all so amazing. And that's the number one compliment that we get from people.
The compliments coming.
It's it, and I'm like, Joe, and they're like, oh, she's amazing.
So this is where Mildred Ann Bateman Scott is buried. There's also other family members as well. I think Sir Arthur Scott's in here as well, but it's difficult to actually read the writing. But I think this is the main family vault. There is another one somewhere, because there were a lot of Scots that passed away. I think there's one under church, they were saying. But she's definitely in here.
She's the one with the pets.
Yeah. There's a lot of Lady Scotts, but when everyone says Lady Scott, this is the one they mean.
Right.
You know? And this is the stone that we found. This is the epitaph. You're not going to believe the journey that we dragged this. It's like, realistically, we're going to walk almost that way backwards, so you're going to get to see.
Amazing.
But it actually says, we think there's an inscription higher up because there seems to be an L there, so we think maybe it said in loving memory, but we can't quite tell. But it definitely said favourite mare of the late Sir Arthur Scott, and then there's an underscore. The bounder died October 20th, 1908. I've got a photo that I think I sent to you anyway. And like I say, if I mentioned something in the video about photos and you don't have that, then I can always resend it.
That'd be great. Actually, if you could resend, because I think you sent them on Facebook, which shrinks them. Right. If you're able to like email them over.
Yeah, there's a lot of photos on Gmail, only likes like 3 images at a time, so you might get like a shitload of emails.
Retransfer?
I don't know how to do that. I'm northern.
Should we?
I can help.
You can.
Oh, yeah.
I can do.
Retransfer is super easy.
The wall itself was.
You can't speak, we're not on camera.
Are we okay to go in?
There's a church building in there, it's normally closed.
There's a funeral you can ask me.
Right.
Oh, there's a funeral.
There's lovely churches.
No, I'm just aware of the stained glass window at the back, and that's really what we're just wanting to get a quick look at. But there's going to be a funeral.
Well, not yet. I mean, it's not till 11, I believe. But the guys in there, I think, the church. You don't really know how big they are till you look.
We're going to have to come back and have a good skeg at them.
Yeah,
but
they do. This week said we'll come when they do the actual bell ringing as well.
It's fascinating, it's interesting. And the bell, like I said, they're humongous. I think 1.5, 2 tons they weigh.
Really?
Yeah.
Years ago, when they renovated, they took them out the front window there, the front of the church. There's a window at the top. They had to bring them out that way, didn't they, to renovate them?
It's interesting.
Cut.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're going to be celebrities now.
You don't mind being on YouTube?
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Stay safe. Okay.
And you.
Bye. Nice to meet you. Bye.
And you.
So would this have been their kind of local church, or did they have like did they have an unconsecrated chapel in the grounds?
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a, well, we will see that, but
Yeah.
this was the church, because it was unconsecrated, this was where they would have done the Sunday service, but
Right.
I think through the week, if they just wanted to have a quick meal and pray, they would have probably done it in their back room.
When we go to the place that you found the stone, will you tell the whole story?
Yeah, I'm sure if you prompt me and Toby, we can
Yeah.
bounce it off.
Yeah, we've had a horrible thing where loads of places that we've done have been burnt down.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't be going in there!
How long have you been doing this?
A year. Oh well, we've been doing the
Wow.
YouTube channel for longer,
Yeah.
but the Urban Explorers for the past year. And 3 of the like amazing houses, like mansions that we visited, have all been arson attacked. And I think someone's going around the local area and just attacking all these places. Actors, we like to do reconstructions.
Uh-huh.
And someone messaged us and said we were making a mockery out of the ghosts.
Oh my god.
I was like, it's an entertainment channel. We're not doing it to offend anyone. It's, you know, just telling the stories, and storytelling is sometimes really lovely.
Yeah.
But there you go, you can't please everyone. Ooh. This would have been in our fireplace by the look of it. Let's have a bird just going down the chimney. I do love a chimney. For some reason.
We all have us quirks.
I know.
No, I'm talking to someone who they just like flaky paint.
I do like the paint peel on our buildings.
I just like, I don't know if I like it, I don't dislike it, but I like the way that flaky paint has a bit of assonance, so it sounds nice, acoustically pleasing flaky paint.
I think we released about 6 episodes in one go on Halloween.
Wow.
Because we were going to do seasons, so we did like season 1. So, and
Yeah.
a couple of people said, oh, we binge watched them on Halloween, like in one go as a Halloween thing, and we were like, that's really nice. But then
Oh.
Joe did more research and said for YouTube we actually should be releasing
It should
one
be one
a week.
Regular
Yeah.
uploads.
So
Yeah.
that's changed our
Yeah.
format. But
So this is an original Victorian bridge for the estate, and there is meant to actually be the ghost of Lady Scott spotted on this bridge, also the locals say, but we think we've debunked that because this would have been the carriageway, so this would have been where actual horses and carriages would have gone, and it would have been dangerous to walk down here. And if you film just over here, and I'll walk around and show you, there is actually there's the old base for where the walkway would have been. It's overgrown now, but this concrete slab here, there would have been a separate bridge going this way. So if Lady Scott's ghost was on this bridge, it would be seen floating across, not on here. But what we then found is, we found references that at the top lake there used to be a wooden bridge, which isn't there anymore. In fact, we don't know when it was destroyed, but it's little known that it was there. And so we think that it's a story from her, because there's a story of her floating across the lake, which I thought, why would a ghost do that? But there used to be a bridge there, and I think that's where this story comes from, in terms of people just heard that she was near the bridge, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think she's ever been seen here. I think it was stories from the other bridge, purely based on this.
So it would be cool to go actually in if we can.
Oh, yeah.
We can go in there next if you'd like, and we can get that bit done. And then
Yeah, we should do that first, shouldn't we? In case the batteries run out.
Yeah.
oh god, yeah.
I have got a battery.
Yeah, our video for that. We went to Great Barr Hall, but we don't have any footage of it.
Yeah. So this is a haunted tree. tree?
This is the cursed tree.
Oh. We've done an episode in the cursed tree as well. Yeah. Okay.
So I have sent you the curse, but I'll make sure I resend it to you. It's basically like a small poem. We think it's a folk tale anyway. We don't think it's a real story, but there are tales of a gardener trimming the tree and trimming fingers off, and somebody took a branch off that was overhanging and died a few weeks later, and there's been kids climbing it that have fallen and mangled the bodies and stuff. But
tree surgeon told me that it's the only one at that point in the country.
it is, yeah, it's a hybrid, yeah. I forget, it's a fern cross with something else, Toby. What's the species?
We did find it out. Well, we could send you some info, but we can't remember now.
That's really cool. The only tree of its type in
the whole country.
In the whole country, not just the area.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's have the down the road.
Yeah.
I think that's why the
God, yeah.
owners have fenced it off completely.
Yeah.
I think not many people believe in curses, but I don't think they're willing to test it.
No.
The original steps here that would have led to the front door.
Oh, cool. Oh, so these are the original steps to the front door.
Yeah, this would have led down to the lake, which you can't see because it's overgrown, but we will see the lake soon. And so they would have literally come down their main entrance, or certainly I think the stables would have been the main entrance, but kind of like their side door to the lake. There used to be two sets of these. There was another set further down, and there is an embankment, but those steps have gone. You don't get a sense of how long they are as well. They do go on.
Oh yeah, they do. They're massive.
Yeah, they were like really. So Lady Scott and Sir Arthur Scott would have walked these steps at some point.
There's the house just there. Oh, they love it so much.
But in the dream, I had this dream of finding the stones, and I dug them up here. And in the dream, when I actually uncovered them, it were like the hall kind of was no longer a ruin. It was on the outside, but on the inside it were almost restored to its former glory. And I don't know the significance of that for dreams and stuff, but the dream was so vivid that when I woke up that morning, I was like, I've got to go back and dig.
And the sort of meme that we used to keep hearing was something like a dog, a bird, a horse. Something, that's right, isn't it? A dog, a bird,
a horse, and a bird. And we were like, yeah, that sounds a bit... And it turns out it was.
We found the horse.
Two dogs, a cat, a bird, and a horse.
What is this dog? What?
So basically, now we've dug into it, we know that there were five stones, all dedicated to Lady Scott's pets. And I'm trying to... Billy was the dog.
Billy. Spot was the other dog.
Spot was another dog. Then there was To My Parrot.
Yep.
It was like literally, we don't know the name of the parrot. What else do you remember?
A cat.
A cat.
Tommy.
Oh my God. You see, so we know that these things were there, and you can almost trace them through time, because on the Facebook group you've got people saying, yeah, in the 60s there were 6, and you go, oh, so that was it. So I think there were 4, and then we worked out that maybe in the 60s one of them had been replaced. So you've got...
There's no maybe about that. It was definitely replaced, because...
Well, yeah, it was replaced.
The dog poem on the stone that's clear to... It's very clear engraving, and the newspaper article, the words are different, and so it's definitely a replica. So one of them had been replaced.
But the maybe is whether the 4 original stones were here and one of them was really faded, and then next to that was a replica. That would be 5, and then with this one it would be 6. So the people who are saying in the 60s that there were 6 stones here, they might be right. You know.
Yeah.
I always think you should take, you know, people's word for it. There are people who were walking past here every day for 20 years and they say there were 6 stones. You think, oh, probably were. And we've worked out how that could be possible. But there were only 4 to begin with. And then by the time we got here, there was just 1 left.
Wow. Perfect.
Oh, thank you.
What's this old thing, would you say?
I'm not sure if that's actually just something to do with workmen that's rusted. I don't think that's Victorian. Don't quote me on it though. I don't know. There's actually, if you've stood in, behind you, the wall that you've walked under, there's some ornate stuff behind you and up.
On the wall behind me?
Yeah, I mean, you can see this was set on fire
what a shame.
some time ago, but what's really nice is the rusted metal brackets and stuff. I don't know if your camera is picking that up, but like you can see that with the naked eye, the cast iron.
Beautiful.
Would you like assistance?
Wait, Grandma here can do it. Grandma's going for it.
I think it'll be me going in the basement then after you're having to jump on the posterior to come down. But also now you're in here, can you see that old fireplace on the second floor? Stuff?
Oh wow!
There's loads of little fireplaces around.
Oh my god, I want to go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doors
You wanna
don't
go?
move, I've tried. Yeah. Now there is actually, there's a stream. It's a natural brook that's running through. But you can't hear it running, and I think since all the bricks have fallen, they've sealed it.
So would it run under the house?
Yeah, when I was here last, you could see it. It was literally where they would get water from it, with like how they plumbed the house. So there was a natural spring that had been dug, and a trench and a gutter in came through the bottom. Because there's an old well as well, which we'll be able to see as well. But you could see and hear the water, but
Do you feel that
yeah, in fact, if you stick your head down here, you can hear it.
Oh, you can.
But you could see it before, you know, these bricks have stopped that, so it's a shame. But
Could that be a safe with those doors on?
no, because it is a major door and it's only a small room.
I really want to know what it is. I'm really curious. And that would have been like an original feature, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there's no way that's not original. It's probably before Strawberry Hill Gothic architecture were put in, so that would probably there even as Nether Hall.
Yeah.
Because this whole wooden structure that was holding the arch up was in the way of that door, so when they actually changed this to Great Barr Hall from Nether Hall, you couldn't access that door. But I mean, it just, because this is an haunted, abandoned manor, that just screams of that's where they kept the monster.
Yeah.
You know? Now, we can get in the cellar.
We can?
Yeah, you've come in this far.
Is this the cellar?
Yeah, we can get around the other way though, which might be a bit better to come through it that way. I mean, the front is really nice, but there is unfortunately quite a few penises drawn on it.
Yeah. Remarkable number, actually.
Yeah.
I do wonder why people have an obsession with doing that. Let's have a look at the Kaplunk area.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's waiting to come in. You take one of them out and all the marbles
Yeah.
fall. But this is the main front door, as you can see.
I just don't know why I find abandoned buildings so fascinating. I think it's like the thought that they were once so full of life. So we want to tread where the bricks are, basically.
Yeah, but I'm going to try and avoid walking along the main edge with the archways and stuff. I think anywhere where the actual scaffolding is kind of planted in the ground is relatively safe. It's just propping up the roof.
So if that goes, we all die.
Yeah, if the roof goes, it won't be fun. So there's another fireplace up there. There was an original doorway just here. At least the frame is still there. And again, there's a little fireplace here
so cool.
and one behind us.
Just like a doorway floating in the air. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
It's like
every room would have
Hogwarts,
had a
isn't it?
fireplace like that, wouldn't they? Pretty much.
It'd just be like Toby's walked in. He's normally like a vampire. He has to stand on outside. This is the first time you've been in this building, isn't it?
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, it is.
That's exciting.
I have to pretend I'm brave.
Yeah, you've
Today.
got to at least have a little bit of facade.
I'm trying to cook you with biscuits and all kinds of stuff. So you've got original plasterwork on both sides, and you can see there was two hexagonal like skylights. Obviously they are dangling, so maybe not hover under them for too long, but
Look how ornate it used to be.
and again you see the writing chief male nurse in that doorway. That's how much of an idiot I am, I've never noticed. I'm going to be jealous when you put that on your channel.
It's the lighting's not brill, so don't be too jealous.
Yeah. There's the old well through here. This would have been the way in for the cellar, but it's all crumbled. But you can see the steps leading down there, so there'd have been like a nice little passage walkway just underground.
You obviously can't really
Yeah, it's better to just go through that corner, but the well's through this way, somewhere. I can't remember if there it is. This is where they got the drinking water and stuff from.
Ooh. Smells really freaking out.
Yeah, Samara!
Oh, it's quite filled with bricks.
Yeah, but you know.
I wonder how deep it was originally.
I'm not sure because that stream is literally at basement level, so I've got a feeling this were only as deep as what you can see. Unless it's been filled for safety.
Yeah.
But then why not fill it to the top? Right, why leave 6 foot? You know?
What are all these like tubes that are everywhere?
I think this is from when they were maybe trying to stop it from flooding and when they were trying to maybe try to do it up on some level. I think there were a part building site and then teenagers and idiots have strewn it throughout the building.
Oh, it's so nice of you both to take us around. This is so fun.
I heard a noise in here when I actually did my first expedition down here, and I had a light anomaly and I heard a woman whimper.
Ooh, I wonder if they use it to lock people up.
I had that archetypal.
Ooh.
Yeah, watch every
There's
footing.
there's another little frog. I've just seen a little frog.
Really?
Aww.
In here?
Yeah. Maybe I should get my light out.
I'll get mine now.
Yeah. Caspian. Yeah. I'm just gonna quickly get my light out before I come in.
Yeah, it is. Even through daytime, it is a dark one.
So yeah, I'm going to leave the video there because the batteries went in my camera. If you're using a GoPro and you're going to leave it on, you have to use a power bank, which I didn't. But yeah, if you've enjoyed that video, please take a look at the Ghost Trail channel. Their video, they do one a week, so their video should be up pretty soon. And check out the difference